In this video we're going to have a look at how to improve your answer to question 3 so that you can go back to the mock paper and improve your marks. So question 3 will always be based on source 3, and this time the question is asking you to explain thoughts and feelings. So in this question you don't have to analyse language. So in a way it's quite similar to question 1 in that you still need PEE paragraphs, you still need to refer to quotes from the text, but unlike question 4 you don't have to look for language techniques and analyse the language unless the language is directly contributing to the way that the thoughts and feelings are conveyed. So this question is also worth 8 marks. So you should be spending 12 minutes and no longer. Questions 1, 2 and 3 are all worth 8 marks and are worth the least amount of marks on the paper. So you mustn't spend any longer than 12 minutes on each of those first 3 questions, otherwise you'll be taking time away from question 4, which is worth 16 marks, and then questions 5 and 6, which are worth 40 marks altogether. So you must stick to your timings. Okay, so now I'm going to explain how to go about reading and annotating the source. So hopefully you will have read it once and got a good general understanding of the source. At this point I just want to make sure that you're aware that you must read the bit at the top here, because a lot of students miss this bit out, and this is the part that puts the whole thing into context, because it tells you where this extract is from and what's going on. Without that bit, the rest of it might not make sense, so make sure you do read that bit carefully. Okay, so what you need to do is read through and then underline any words and phrases that reveal thoughts and feelings. And actually, I think this is quite an easy question because it's quite simple to pick out things that reveal thoughts and feelings. So once you've underlined all the words and phrases that show how the central character is feeling or what thoughts are running through their mind, then you might want to just add some annotations. So if it's like an implied meaning and you're inferring meaning from what you've read, then just make a note, because that is actually a high level skill and that's what will get you into the top band, because you need to show the examiner that you can be perceptive and that you can make inferences, because that's showing you that you can fully engage with the text, and that's what they're really looking for. So by the end of your second reading it should look something like this, with perhaps a few more annotations, so that you've got a starting point when it comes to writing up your answer. So if we have a look at the mark scheme, to get into band 4, which is the top band for the 7 and 8 marks, there are actually only 3 bullet points that you need to tick off. So you've got to show that you engage in detail with the events in the text, and the best way of doing that is to make sure you're picking out thoughts and feelings from the whole text, not just the beginning, because often what you'll find is the character they've chosen goes through a range of thoughts and feelings. They might have a turning point in their thoughts and feelings at some point in the text, and if you can pick that out, then that's quite impressive. Offering perceptive explanations, so interpreting things and coming out with intelligent comments that show that you've really thought it through. And the third bullet point is the important one, which is make sure that you offer quotations to support your ideas. So PEE paragraphs. And then here we've got the indicative comment, so you might want to, like you've done with the questions 1 and 2, pause the video, read through, and then this will just help you to be much more prepared for next lesson when you're going to go back to question 3 and improve your answer. Finally, this last slide is to show you how you might lay out your answer. So we're starting off here with a sentence which summarises the fact that we understand that Douglas experiences a variety of thoughts and feelings throughout the extract. And then we've got signpost connectives, firstly, to show that we've started at the beginning and we've identified how he's feeling at the start of the article. But more perceptively, we've also identified that his feelings change quite quickly, and he loses hope and he starts feeling that he's not going to survive. You'll notice that the quotes that are used are embedded quite seamlessly into the paragraph. They aren't clumsy in any way. You'll find often with A grade and A star grade students that they are quite talented at being able to just use short, well chosen quotes that just flow in their writing, and you need to avoid selecting long-winded quotes that kind of prevent you from referring closely to the text. The second paragraph also starts with a signpost sentence to show that we're tracking the thoughts and feelings as we move through the extract. So try and make sure you use those connectives throughout your answer to show that you're covering the whole extract. Remember, for 8 marks, you need to try and aim for about 5 paragraphs again, just like in questions 1 and 2. They have given you 3 pages in the answer booklet, so try and fill as many of those as you can. But don't go over the 12 minutes